Friends, and welcome back to another tutorial video from Simply Biologic. And in this video we are going to describe or discuss the Hardy-Weinberg concept. Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium, that is a concept, was proposed by two scientists, that is G.H. Hardy, a British mathematician, and W. Weinberg, a German physician. In 1908 they proposed the theory or concept, that is Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. In this concept they said that allele frequency in a population are stable and remain constant from generation to generation, and to maintain this equilibrium the population have to maintain or consider some condition, that is migration, mutation, genetic drift, genetic recombination, and natural selection. The population, in this population or the Hardy-Weinberg population, there should be no migration, no mutation, no genetic drift, no genetic recombination or natural selection or selection pressure. To describe these conditions, we can say that if this is a population, the population is an assemblage of certain species who are interbreeding and present at a certain place at a certain time. So, in this population we can say that this is a Mendelian population. So, if migration from this population to a new population takes place, in this population, the ancestral one, there will be an emigration, and in this population there will be an immigration. So, the population density will be varied. So, the Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium will not be followed, and if mutation takes place, that is, if this is a gene, certain nucleotide can be inserted or can be deleted from this gene, and the mutation will takes place. So, if mutation happens, then the gene will change and the gene product or the protein will be altered, and in this way ultimately a new species will be formed, and this phenomena is known as speciation. So, the Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium will not be followed, and if genetic drift takes place, genetic drift occurs in a very small sized population. Small sized population shows this phenomena called genetic drift. Genetic drift is nothing but the sudden change of the genotypic frequencies in a small population. So, if the population is very large, so this phenomena will not take place. In natural, no such population is so much large, so that the Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium will be followed. So, we can consider the some population is somehow greater or larger than the others. So, in these small populations genetic drift will take place, and in these larger ones genetic drift will not take place, and the Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium will be maintained. And genetic recombination, this takes when certain other populations will remain in contact with the Mendelian population or Hardy-Weinberg population. If this happens, so interbreeding between the two populations takes place, so the genetic recombination will occur and the population will cannot maintain the Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. And if natural selection or the natural selection pressure asserted in these populations, Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium will not be followed. So, to maintain these conditions, And to maintain the Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium, the population should maintain the condition, that is, there will be no migration, no mutation, no genetic drift, no genetic recombination, and there will be no natural selection. So Hardy-Weinberg proposed that if a allele, that is P, the dominant one, and the other Q, the recessive one, present in a population for a certain trait, the genotypic frequency for this allele will be P square, and for this will be Q square, and the heterozygote will be 2pq. This takes place because this is an allele, and in nature this allele will prevail in diploid condition. So the genotypic frequency will be P square for the dominant allele and Q square for the recessive allele, and for heterozygote this will be 2pq, and they will remain in an equilibrium, that is that sum of these genotypic frequencies will be 1 and the allelic frequency will sum will be 1. So this is the Hardy-Weinberg equation. Now in your examination certain problems can arise, that is they will give you the frequency of the P allele or the dominant allele that we consider, that is 0.7, so that the Q will be 0.3, and now application of this equation will be somewhat like that. If we consider the homozygous dominant genotypic frequency is 600 and heterozygous is 100 and homozygous recessive is 300, total number of frequencies 1000. So this frequency will be 0.6, this 0.1, and this is 0.3. Now the allele frequency for the allele P will be P square plus half into 2pq. It will be P square is 0.6 plus half into 0.1 equals to 0.6 plus 0.15 0.05 equals to 0.65, and for the Q will be Q square plus half into 2pq equals to 0.3 plus 0.15 equals to 0.35. So it is Q and this P. Now if we consider that in next generation these two frequencies remain constant, we can say that there is no evolution in that certain population. Now if we say that the frequency of Q allele is very small, then the frequency for the Q genotype will be q square, and this will be very small. So certain diseases that are rare in nature will remain in heterozygous condition, and the frequencies of the allele PQ and the genotype P square Q square 2PQ can be described in certain graphical representation. If this is 0, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7 up to 1, and this is 1. So the graphical representation for the genotypic frequencies and the allele frequencies will be like that. Along the x-axis we will put the allele frequency, and in this genotype frequency, this will be the heterozygous, this is q square, this is p square. So Hardy-Weinberg allelic frequency or genotypic frequency can be summarized in the graphical representation also. So in this video we have discussed the basic concept of Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium, and in the next video we will solve certain problems regarding Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. Mathematical demonstration will be given in the next video. So if you have any certain question regarding Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium, or if we have any doubt regarding this, you can contact me. The contact details, email address and WhatsApp ID will be provided in the description box. So if you like the video, please subscribe the channel and hit the like button, and thank you.